This city electric scooter has remarkable build quality and is meant to be lightweight, eco-friendly and stylish. It's a project backed by Huawei and might be one of the best e-scooters on the market right now. But is it? Let's inspect.
Hey everybody, really good to meet you. Michael is my name. On the channel we inspect a lot of cool and fresh tech, and that's a brand new electric scooter with very interesting origin, which I'll of course discuss throughout this episode. In a matter of fact, we probably finally have a reasonable Xiaomi scooter alternative because it promises similar range, similar performance of the motor, maybe slightly better construction, and all of that comes at a better price. This is called the LEQISMART D12, and is it any good? We inspect.
If I say this is a Huawei-made electric scooter, this will technically be incorrect. But there definitely is Huawei's involvement in tuning the firmware and the software. Seems to be well integrated with Huawei's AI ecosystem, so if what you look at seems to be polished, advanced and remarkably refined for a first generation, that's no surprise, because although you may have never heard of LEQISMART, the brand definitely deserves your attention, and if the performance matches our already rather high expectations, that would be fantastic. D12, or the A8, which is its USA edition, is officially made by LEQISMART, costs around $599 and has been teased through Huawei's newsroom since the end of 2021, so finally now I have the chance to try it out and see how it feels as compared to other traditionally strong deals by Xiaomi, Kukirin, Ninebot and many others. After you buy the scooter, you're gonna have to undergo the usual steps of unboxing. Given the lightweight construction, it is quite easy to carry. If you want to avoid lifting it up while unpacking, you can open the box from the bottom. Don't mind the way my hair looks like. That's been a very windy day. Overall, the installation process is very simplified. All that it takes to be riding ready, besides charging the battery and checking the tires, is mounting the handlebar. There are 6 screws that you're gonna have to tighten after you connect the cable. If you need to travel with the scooter and want to gain some space advantage, you can keep the tool and unscrew when necessary. As you can rate based on the polished design, LEQISMART did include a lot of great ideas when putting this scooter together, and the build quality certainly deserves praising. From the good choice of airplane-grade aluminium as a main material, through the well-visible display to the really awesome-looking tail light. D12 has some quite unique and fresh features, such as the gyro-based throttling, which will detect if you're no longer on the scooter and cut the power to the motor, or the automatic turn signals. Yeah, just try to turn left, and these LEDs on the sides are going to indicate your movement. Manual controls of these might be missing, but still, it can be helpful in some situations, especially at night when these lights are well visible. If we may speak with some exact specifications, unfolded, the scooter is 112 by 118 by 44 centimeters, has a 350 watt motor inside the rear wheel, a 36 volt 10.4 ampere-hour battery, 3 different speed modes, it can handle up to 15-degree inclines, has 9-inch puncture-proof tires, dual braking system, IPX5 waterproof rating and even Bluetooth for smartphone app support.
So the spec sheet is quite a thing, obviously no suspension, therefore there's no sense me keeping on doing and testing this because it wouldn't get any smoother. Now, behind the numbers, one thing you probably would easily notice is that the handlebar is not that suitable for tall people, but for a 188 centimeter person like me, it's almost just about right. We expect really good performance out of the motor. We're going to verify this in just a moment. The construction is extremely solid. It's one of the best built scooters I've ever tried, and on top of that, foldable, easy to carry and not heavy at all. And what we traditionally do in these reviews, we go for a ride and test each one of these components thoroughly.
The motor. It's good and balanced, although rated at 350 watts, it's no stronger than the one inside Mi Scooter 4 Pro, so if your weight is close to the maximum payload of 100 kilograms, acceleration is not gonna be that blazing fast, but it is in no way too slow. I've actually enjoyed the motor performance, and although not a fan of rear-mounted hubs, this actually provides a very seamless integration and has no negative impact on the balance. The 25 km/h top speed is easily achievable, unlike what it used to be with the Navi N40 that I tested recently and failed to deliver consistency. 3 speed grades, 6, 15 and 25 km/h, and in order to be compliant with different countries' regulations, these values are not changeable. As for range, it is rather acceptable. I squeezed around 23 km in a single charge in the winter, and the low temperatures, the clothes, the heavy gear and the extra few kilograms I got around Christmas and New Year were definitely not contributing to great results, but now we know what would be the minimum to expect at speed setting 3. In warm weather conditions, and if you try to be more consistent in terms of maintaining speed, 30 km range should be achievable. The battery gets recharged within around 5.5 hours, and there's indicator about the remaining charge both on the display and the smartphone app. Since obviously the motor performance and the range won't exceed the expectations, let me move on to the other interesting components. The design of the scooter, which is also very unique, wide enough board, and according to LEQISMART, they follow a horseback design, where the rear integrates the fender in a very interesting way. You can also notice the brake disc mechanism. It's a standard disc brake. What initially made me a little nervous is the fact that both the EABS braking and the disc mechanism are stopping the rear wheel only. But given the scooter weight distribution, this turns out to be good enough. Furthermore, if you go downhill, it may be the safer option in case of a sudden braking condition due to the distribution of the load across the scooter. The folding mechanism is in its own league, patented technology according to LEQISMART, with safe locks and at the first sight extremely reliable. What I liked most is that even when folded, there's an additional locking mechanism and you cannot accidentally drop the scooter if it slides sideways. My personal opinion is that every single foldable scooter should adopt such a feature. The lights are also remarkable. Besides the side LEDs that I've shown earlier, the rear LED is the best visible LED you can ever find on a city scooter, period. The front light looks cool too, has optical sensor and automatically turns on the 2.5 watt bright headlight. As for riding comfort, this is down to the tires. They're 9 inches, just 1 inch less than what seems to be the standard for city scooters lately, around 10. But puncture-proof, tubeless tires with Aramid puncture resistance. Never had to verify it myself, but let's say we could trust the ad. Good to know that the IPX waterproof rating is there. Furthermore, the battery is really well sealed and LEQISMART promise it is IPX7 water resistant. On the display side, good grade of information and speed in real time. It's visible even on a sunny day, but won't be as bright as it seems when it is cloudy or completely dark. Nothing too special around it, standard comfortable grips, a bell and the brake handle. Don't forget about the smartphone app too, statistics, estimations and sometimes firmware upgrades to enhance your riding experience. If you're here because of my list with the drawbacks, let me start by saying that it's hard to find many of these, but if there might be areas of improvement, I'd love to see separate front and rear brake, slightly more powerful motor, a slightly taller stem, and maybe a version with 10-inch tires. The rest, LEQISMART should keep with the D12 as it is, because it is really a great scooter.
In the end, is this a good enough electric scooter to buy right now in 2023? Obviously, if you're trying to beat the Mi Scooter 4 Pro series in terms of build quality and in terms of price, then yes, clearly the D12 by LEQISMART does it. In terms of top speed, they're identical. In terms of motor performance, I think the Mi Scooter 4 Pro is just a tad better. But I think that overall continues to be a fantastic choice for a good, portable, lightweight electric scooter, with the only remark being about the braking efficiency, which still, compared to other models, is very good. So that's the review of the D12 by LEQISMART, and in case you have any other follow-up questions, be invited, comments down below. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm Michael, can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!